Hey, who wants to learn how to make a balsamic reduction? So I've been meaning to do a follow-up to the vinegar episode for a while now. To date, it is my most popular video and has almost 1,000 views as compared to my next video down, which I think is at about 300. This video is going to assume some information from the previous vinegar video. You can check it out right there and then come back right here. Make sure your bottle says balsamic vinegar of Medina or aceto balsamico de Medina. If it just says balsamic, that doesn't mean anything. Also, don't use the good stuff. The good stuff is going to run you $200 for maybe 100 milliliters. And for scale, this bottle of Angostura Bitters is 118 milliliters. Now I'm using a rubber spatula with a wooden handle, specifically because wood slightly stains, and I need a depth reading. It's very faint, but I can see exactly how much I had, and I want to reduce this by about 70-75%. I like a large surface area whenever I'm trying to get water out of something, because that's going to allow for the most amount of water to get out with putting the least amount of heat in. High heat until this comes to a boil. Now, when it starts to boil, reduce your heat to medium and do not walk away. Now, see all that steam escaping? That's exactly what we want. It's bubbling a little bit, but my goal here is to extract about 70% of the liquid without burning up all the sugar. And about every 30 seconds, I'm giving it a stir and I'm not walking away. At this point, I'm probably about 30% reduced and maybe about 9 minutes in. You want to double that. Now at this point, it's about 15 minutes. We're down to about 50%, and you might be asking yourself, when do I pull it? Well, get yourself a spoon, and it's done when it coats the back of the spoon. Notice how that doesn't quite coat it. Clings to it, and then it sort of separates and drips off. We are just about there. Not quite. I want it a little bit thicker than that. Be very careful when you get up to this point because there's a lot of sugars left in there and not a lot of water. The sugars can burn very easily, but as anyone who's made caramel can tell you, Sugar can heat up well above the boiling point, so if you burn yourself with this, it's going to be pretty severe. That is just beautiful. I think we're done. Yep. Yeah, just a slight hair's breadth on here, a little bit. And that's the point, right there. Kill your heat. And this is very, very hot. So you want to let it cool just a bit before we transfer it to another container. Nice, rich, thick, syrupy. Your best bet is to put this in a squeeze bottle once it cools. I don't have a spare squeeze bottle handy, but it's gonna work just as well putting it in a container and drizzling it with a spoon. This is gonna thicken substantially as it cools. Just for reference, this has been cooling for maybe 5 minutes, and look at how much it sticks to that spoon. It's gonna get a little bit thicker than that, and that's exactly what we want. This was 500 milliliters of balsamic vinegar, and now it's maybe about half a cup, so it has really reduced at least 70%. And just look at that. That is just gorgeous. You can use this in salad dressing. You can use this to zest up some soups or some sauces. You can follow me out to the grill next time because I'm going to put it on some pork chops. It's like the most savory candy. Whew, all this vinegar in the air, man. I'm getting burned out.